friends, welcome to the course of PHP and MySQLi CRUD tutorial. Inside this video, we will see create database and database table. If I back to slide, as we know that we are going to create an application that is employee based CRUD application. So inside this application, we need a database and a table called tbl_employees. So inside this video, this is the database what we will create, and this is the table also will create inside this database. So to create our database and table, let's open PHP MyAdmin into browser. Pass our credentials called username and password. So I am passing my system username and password for this PHP MyAdmin. Click on go button. So as we can see, successfully now I have logged in inside my PHP MyAdmin. To create a database, click on databases. Here inside this first input fields, it is asking for the database name. So let's pass PHP_employees_CRUD. After passing this database name, let's click on create button. So as we can see, database now created. So right now inside this database, we don't have any table. So we want that this table_employees table should be created inside this database. But before creating this table, we need what are the columns actually we need to provide or we need to put inside our employees table. So before creating employees table, let's go and click on add employee. So inside employees table, we need the columns as name, email, phone number and designation. So we need mainly 4 columns, but along with these 4 columns also we need one more field, that is for the ID auto incremented primary key. Let's go back to PHP MyAdmin. Let's pass the table name called tbl_employees. Total number of columns we want something called 5. Click on go button. Let's pass our column names as ID, name, email, for phone number called phone and designation. Next we need to select type, it means data type of all these columns. ID should be integer, length should be 5 and this column is auto incremented. Click on this checkbox. And also you need to select primary from this drop down, which means primary key. Next we have the column as name. This field is going to contain the string values, it means employee names. Select here varchar 120 characters maximum length. Next we have called email, which also stores the string value. Go here inside this drop down, select varchar, let's say 120 characters maximum in length. Phone number, it should be varchar, maximum length let's say 25 characters. Designation, varchar, and let's say 50 characters. So for this application, as we know that all these fields are mandatory, so no need to select the null checkbox. But let's say that if you are creating some different type of CRUD application where some input fields are optional, so in that case, while creating columns inside that table, you can select the null checkboxes right here on clicking on these checkboxes. So as we know that these all fields are mandatory or required, so I'm not select this checkbox. So after putting all these column names, selecting data types, passing the length values, selecting indexes, let's go ahead and click on save button. After clicking on save button, as we can see, database created, and also inside this database tbl_employees created with all these columns. So successfully guys, as we can see, for our employee based CRUD application, now we have a database ready, and also inside this database the table is also available. So inside our coming videos, this is the database what we need to connect with this application, and all the connection string values we will pass inside this db-config.php. By creating an instance of our database, then we need to communicate with our table underscore employees table and will perform all about our CRUD operations.